Now we are going to discuss the most important part of this topic. This is hypothalamus and this is anterior pituitary. This diagram is not anatomical, it is physiologically drawn. Look at the physiological discussion. Now this is the hypothalamus. In hypothalamus there are present different types of nuclei. For example, this is preoptic nucleus, this is ventromedial nucleus, this is paraventricular nucleus, and this is the arcuate nucleus. Now these are the different type of cell which are present in the anterior pituitary. These are the nuclei which are present in the hypothalamus, but these are the different type of cell, 5 types of cell which are present in the anterior pituitary. Now look at this. What does it mean? Let's discuss each. This is a nucleus called ventromedial nucleus. This nucleus produces a factor which is called as a growth hormone releasing hormone. A factor growth hormone releasing hormone which is produced by ventromedial nucleus. It also produces somatostatin. Somatostatin and growth hormone releasing hormone are produced by ventromedial nucleus. These two factors work in opposite direction and these go through this circulation hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal vein which we just discussed before. These two factors go to the anterior pituitary and act upon a type of cell which are called as somatotrophs. Somatotrophs. Now, growth hormone releasing hormone or growth hormone releasing factor stimulate somatotrophs and cause the release of a growth hormone. But somatostatin inhibit these cells and inhibit the release of a growth hormone. So, growth hormone releasing hormone and somatostatin act in opposite direction. Okay. Now, another type of nucleus is paraventricular nucleus. Paraventricular nucleus. This nucleus produce hormones or factor which is number 1 thyroid releasing hormone. Thyroid releasing hormone. This hormone go to hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal vein and go to the anterior pituitary to a specific type of cell which are called as thyrotrophs and cause the release of thyroid stimulating hormone. Paraventricular nucleus produces thyroid releasing hormone which go to the hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal vein to the thyrotrophs which are present in the anterior pituitary and cause the release of a thyroid stimulating hormone. Same paraventricular nucleus also produce corticotrophic releasing hormone. Corticotrophic releasing hormone which is produced by paraventricular nucleus. This factor or hormone also go through hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal vein and go to a type of cell present in the anterior pituitary which are called as corticotrophs, and they stimulate these cells and cause the release of a corticotrophic releasing hormone. So this is paraventricular nucleus. Okay, another type of nucleus is arcuate nucleus. Arcuate nucleus produce prolactin inhibiting factor. What does it mean? PIF mean prolactin inhibiting factor. One example is dopamine. Dopamine is produced by arcuate nucleus present in the hypothalamus. This dopamine, for example PIF, go to this cell which are called as lectotrophs, and this dopamine also go through hypothalamo-hypophyseal portal vein. So arcuate nucleus produce a PIF, for example dopamine. This go to lectotrophs, but we discuss in other cases that they stimulate this cell. But somatostatin and PIF inhibit the anterior pituitary cells. For example, dopamine will act on a lectotrophs and inhibit the release of prolactin. For example, if dopamine or PIF is not released, then prolactin will be produced. But when dopamine is released by the arcuate nucleus, then dopamine will not be produced. It has inhibitory activities. Another nucleus is preoptic nucleus, which produce gonadotropin releasing hormone. Gonadotropin releasing hormone go to gonadotrophs and stimulate and cause the release of follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. So this is all about different factors which are released by the nuclei in the hypothalamus that act on the anterior pituitary. Some are stimulatory and most of them are stimulatory, but two somatostatin and PIF, for example dopamine, these are the inhibitory factors which are produced by the hypothalamus. Now let's, what are these hormone and what are these activity, we will discuss in next videos all with explanation, but let's shortly discuss what are the function of these hormones. So we have these hormones. What are the activities of these hormones? So hormone actions, we have growth hormones which are produced. Growth hormone has two type of mechanism. It either directly attack on the target cell or indirectly attack on the target cell. In case of indirect action, first of all, growth hormone go to the liver and act on the liver cell and cause the release of somatomedin. Somatomedin is released by the liver, and then this somatomedin go to the target cell. This is the indirect action of the growth hormone. In case of direct action, it directly act on the target cell. Now another case, luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone is action in male as well as in the female, different actions. So in male, it causes the spermatogenesis, formation of the sperms, testosterone production. These are two activities which are caused by luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. In the female, oogenesis, formation of ova, ovulation, release of ova from ovary into the fallopian tube, estrogen and progesterone production in the female are caused by luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. Corticotropic releasing hormone produce glucocorticoids, and this glucocorticoid is produced by suprarenal gland. And which part of suprarenal gland is that? We will say that zona fasciculata. Zona fasciculata. This is zona fasciculata. Suprarenal gland. This is suprarenal gland, the gland that is located above the kidney. Suprarenal gland, it has this part which is called zona fasciculata, and this produces glucocorticoids. Okay. Another is thyroid stimulating hormone. Thyroid stimulating hormone act on the thyroid gland. This is thyroid gland and cause the release of T3 and T4. Another hormone is prolactin, which act on breast and cause the milk production. Oxytocin causes the release of milk, while prolactin causes the production of milk. So this is the difference between the activities of oxytocin and prolactin. Okay.